Booker T. Washington played host to Edison as both teams opened up the 2015 and 2016 regular season. As expected with the first game of the year, it was sloppy at times on both sides, but both teams showed sparks at times backing up their preseason hype. Booker T. Washington edged the visiting Eagles 48-46 in overtime on junior point guard R.J. Fuquay's runner in the lane as time expired. Head coach Joe Redmond on whether or not his junior guard has the clutch gene.
Yeah, he's such a calm presence on the floor, really at all times of the game. And, these guys know it, and they don't hesitate. They know what's going to happen. We might change up how we get it to him in those situations, but he's going to have it in some capacity. And he's proven himself over the last 2.5 years that he deserves to have it in his hands. And, you feel like in those situations that you got a really good chance to win the basketball game when he's got it.
Fuquay has hit several game-winning shots during his career at Booker T. Washington, and the Hornets standout explains what helps him in clutch situations.
I just try not to get rattled when I'm on the court. Nothing really phases me. Just try to stay calm and keep my teammates calm since I'm the point guard.
Booker T. Washington was led by Kobe Austin Johnson's 15 points, but he fouled out near the end of regulation. Edison's Jawan Anderson was able to tie the game up with under 10 seconds left to send it into OT. Redmond talks about playing without their senior leader at the end of regulation and overtime.
Well, we just practice that way every single day. There'll be times at practice where we'll just say, hey, this guy's out, for whatever reason, next man up, we've got to play. They've got confidence in each other. That's the best thing I can say, and I'll read their body language when different combinations are on the floor together and how they feel about playing with certain guys. And, all those guys that are on that bench over there, they're comfortable with what they can do. Their teammates are comfortable with them. So, you want to have a guy like that out there. I'd really worried about Kobe. He's such an aggressive player that I knew he'd be in that type of situation early this season, the way they were calling it. But, hey, his teammates picked him up and we dodged it.
The Hornets are now 1-0 on the early season and are next on the court next Tuesday against Hale. Edison also returns to the court next Tuesday at Victory Christian. Redmond talks about what the Hornets can improve on after Game 1.
Well, the first one you just want to get out of the way, and if you have to take a lesson by losing one, it's a learning process throughout the year. It's a long season. We're talking about finishing up in March. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. So, but if you can win one like that, there's so many teaching lessons for us out there. Our layups, our free throws, our attention to detail offensively. We kind of got sloppy at times. So it's good to be able to learn those lessons with one in the win column. But we've got a long way to go. We've got a lot of gaps to fill. But I tell you what, Edison's an awfully tough game. They're going to get a lot of people tough games, and they're going to win most of those games. I can guarantee you that.
This is Michael Nye reporting from Tulsa, Oklahoma for the OK Preps Network.